Hello everyone, welcome to this week's edition of the Extra Point. I'm once again joined with Callie and Zach. Let me get it right here. How you guys doing today?
Good.
Doing all right.
All right, y'all ready to talk? We're in the depth of football season now, so you guys ready to talk a little football?
Absolutely.
Let's do it.
Okay, let's start off with Coffee County. They lose to Riverdale. I think we all expected that one to happen.
Yeah.
51-13. Oakland comes to visit this next week, Zach. Oakland destroyed Blackman last week.
Yeah, it's going to be a long week for Coffee County again. Last week what really killed them is special teams, to be honest. Offensively, neither team could really do anything in that game, especially during the first half. But three great returns from Marquell Odom just allowed Riverdale to set up shop pretty easily and score on 3 touchdowns in that first half, and that's ultimately what was the backbreaker in that one.
Let me ask you a quick question. Is Coffee County, do you think they'll make the playoffs this year?
Well, they have to because they're in that 32 Super 32 that automatically, no matter what the record is, they make the playoffs.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
but from their seeding, they'll be ousted in the first round. I mean,
Just based on the fact of the teams that they're playing,
exactly.
right?
Yeah.
Just based on the teams that they're playing.
Well, that's a shame. Although I don't really think just because you're in 32 that you should automatically get into the
No,
playoffs.
and I agree. That was my whole thing whenever I saw this proposal in the beginning. I said, why did they? So ultimately, you're saying a team could go 0-10.
Exactly.
Isn't
Yeah.
that a participation trophy?
Pretty much at that point.
Okay, let's go to Franklin County. They win.
They
20-17
did. It was an
over Lincoln County.
amazing game. Probably one of the, just amazing to see this team really come together. You know, Coach had talked about cohesiveness and wanting to find a passing game. And they found a passing game in this game. I mean, they basically had to. Lincoln County was stacking the box almost on every running play, pretty much making it impossible for them to run the ball. So they did. Now, the important thing to note, and I do want to note this, and I won't go into it great in depth, but before halftime, Franklin County fumbled the ball twice in less than 1 minute, which Lincoln County took advantage of, not once but twice to score. So it was 7-3, and then by the half it was 14-7. So we had to see Franklin County come back and not only score once but twice to be able to take a win home, and they did. There were some great drives. They had over 300 yards offense, so lots of positives. They played Columbia. Not this week, but next week. They do have a bye week, which they need. They're hurt. They've got to rest up. I think Columbia is a win for them, though.
Okay, well that's what I was going to mention. They were on a bye, and I knew that they had some injuries. So that's good. What about Franklin County? You think making the playoffs this year?
I don't know. I mean, there's hope is not lost. I mean, they're going to beat Columbia. I have a good feeling about that, unless they just shoot themselves in the foot. Because I don't think Columbia's has won
having a down season.
Yeah, but I don't. Have they won a game this year? I don't think they have.
Not yet.
So yes, this is a good possibility for them to win. I can't remember off the top of my head the rest of their schedule, but I don't know. I mean, they have to have
we'll
5,
talk about
right?
It. We'll talk about it next week.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's move on. Tullahoma loses 41-20. Had some offense though, Zach, against Spring Hill. Playing Lincoln County next. Is that one of the games that they can win?
It's possible that they can win this one. It depends on what Tullahoma team comes out. The crucial thing in the last 2 weeks for Tullahoma has had its opportunities to win the last 2 games. However, it seems in crucial times they just turn the ball over. Again, this time they were down 19-0 to Spring Hill, cut it to 19-14. It got the ball back, and then right before halftime, snap goes over Chase Dixon's head on 3rd down, so he's forced to fall on it. Just take it into halftime. You get the ball first to start the second half. Fine, you're in still in good situation. You're down by 5. Well, they start driving the ball down to the 24-yard line, and interception, and Chase Dixon throws an interception. So it's these turnovers at crucial times.
Yeah.
If they can just learn from those mistakes, and I asked Coach flat out about it. I said, how do you fix that? Is that a learning experience? He said he had no idea really, and
You don't fumble the ball.
You don't fumble the ball.
You don't throw interceptions.
It's just if they can just stop making those mental mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot, they'll be a pretty good football team. But that's got to be the thing, is they got to avoid these timely turnovers.
Yeah.
And if they do that at Lincoln County, I say they have a good chance at this one, because Lincoln County is a very physical team. But I think that stacks more in Tullahoma's favor, where they don't have much of these speed options.
Yeah.
So I think that's really favorable to Tullahoma. So if they can keep it keep Lincoln County low scoring, I think they might have just enough offense.
I also
to,
want to point out something about that. In talking with one of the announcers before the game, he pointed out that Lincoln County is not a good comeback team. So if somehow they can make the most of the first half and score, do whatever they need to do, I think it would be it helps them along for the second half, because he said they're not a come from behind team.
Well, Tullahoma needs a win.
They do.
They really need a win
So
just
badly.
to build confidence, to help stop some of those mental mistakes that they keep making. But anyway, I guess we're going to move on to college football. We'll discuss picks real quick. Last week, I went 5-1.
show off.
Zach went 3-3, and Callie went 4-2.
Oh,
So
woot,
Zach was bringing up the rear. Last week's games, we picked Bama over Ole Miss. We all decided on Bama. That was a good game.
It was.
But Ole Miss has got to learn how to finish, don't they?
Yeah, that's their.
We all chose Texas A&M over Auburn. That was.
It was a great game. A&M looks amazing, and I dread them so much.
Yeah, scary to play on the Vols.
Yep.
Which the Vols did struggle. We'll talk about that for a minute. You guys picked FSU. I went and picked up the home team against
Yeah, what a
Louisville.
mistake that
Yeah,
was.
it was a huge
That was a
mistake.
clobber. Is Louisville that good?
Yeah,
I think
Or is
Louisville
it
is
that
that
quarterback
I
good.
think Louisville was that good, and that quarterback, Lamar Jackson, is
First round draft pick.
a Heisman favorite at this
Yeah.
point.
Michigan State. Callie, you got that win. Me and Zach both took Notre Dame, and Notre Dame's
Yep.
really in the hole.
Yeah, they are.
Everybody took Stanford, which won, and I actually took Ohio State. You two took Oklahoma.
Yeah, what a mistake
Yeah.
that was.
Well, I really think Oklahoma can play better than that. I don't.
I do too.
And I don't know if that was a mental thing for them playing Ohio State, but that was not Baker Mayfield playing that game.
No,
it
wasn't.
was just not Oklahoma. I hate to give him that much credit, but it wasn't.
All right. So overall, I'm 13-8. Zach, you're 12-9. Callie, you're 11-10. So we're still real close
Yeah.
there.
Just
I
wanted
want to talk briefly about the UT game because they have Florida coming up this week. UT has not impressed me that much this year.
No, and it almost feels like we're in the same situation every year when we get up time to play Florida. We haven't found our groove yet. We got to be 5 games in to find our groove, but we have the talent to where we should already, I feel like, be in a groove already.
No, I would agree with you. You can't be 5 or 6 games in the
Exactly,
SEC to find your
exactly.
groove because the last 6 games is generally
Exactly, and
the
so
lighter of our schedule.
yeah, and but it's not for this. But I mean, we're fixing to hit in the meat of our schedule right now.
Yes,
so
right
I'll
now
play
we're going to meet
Florida,
Georgia,
A&M,
Alabama.
and A&M.
Yeah.
So yeah, injuries. Cam Sutton is out till whenever. Nobody. I mean, they haven't really. It's indefinitely right now. Reeves Maben won't be playing at 100% for the shoulder injury that he suffered last week's game. Kirkland Jr.
But now Florida has some injuries.
Well, Florida has
Backup
like
quarterback.
1 or 2. Nothing significant. I mean, the quarterback Del Rio won't be playing. However, if y'all remember 2 years ago when Trayon Harris started as a just fresh out of the box freshman, we made him look, infallible. So I think it really all comes down to what Tennessee team shows up.
All right, well, let's get to picks then.
Okay.
We'll save that one for last. Arkansas at Texas A&M. It's going to be a good game.
Yeah, I think it'll be a great
It will
game.
be a great game, but I'm going A&M.
Yeah, I'm going A&M. Yeah. They're just on fire right now, both offensively and defensively. I mean, Arkansas are scrappers, and they're also coming up, but A&M wins this one, I think.
I'm going with A&M as well. Georgia at Ole Miss. Georgia struggled a little bit last week.
They've
Ole
struggled
Miss-
since the beginning of the year.
Exactly.
They haven't
They've
found
struggled in all
their
3
niche either.
games this year, struggling against an FCS team a couple weeks ago. So I'm going Ole Miss. Ole Miss needs this win.
They
badly.
do. They need to finish this game. I'm with you on this.
I think I'm going to 100% agree that this could make or break Ole Miss season, and it's at home, so I think they'll win it. LSU at Auburn. LSU struggled a little bit.
They are. They've not impressed me at all. Fournette aside,
Not in the
I'm just
top
not
10 to
impressed.
start
I'm
with.
just not impressed with them.
See, I'm going LSU in this one. I've seen some good things from them, especially since they inserted this new quarterback, and I'm blanking on his name right now. Got rid of Brandon Harris. But I've seen some better things from him on the offensive end, so I'm going LSU in this one.
I don't know. This one's tough. Who are you picking? You go ahead and do your pick.
I'm going to go with LSU just because I think they have a little more talent.
I'll be with y'all on that.
This one's going to be a weird one. Vandy at Western Kentucky.
Western Kentucky.
But Western Kentucky's good.
Yeah, they are. That's what I
Yeah,
said.
they
Western
hung
Kentucky.
around with Alabama a couple
Yeah.
years ago.
They're
so-
good.
They played us and gave us a run for our money too. So
I'm a little I mean, it's hard to take a small school against a bigger school, but I'm thinking Western Kentucky.
yeah.
Yeah, me
Yeah.
too.
And I usually try to stay with the conference, but not on this one.
So we all go Western Kentucky. Sorry, Randy. Oklahoma State at Baylor.
I'm going Baylor. Oklahoma State has struggled the last couple of weeks. They
They
lost to
have.
Central Michigan, and
They
you know,
should have lost one game.
They shouldn't have lost that game, but they
struggled.
did.
They struggled.
They are struggling.
I'm gonna go with Baylor. I need the numbers no matter what.
I'm actually going to go with Baylor because they're at home. I do think it's actually going to be a pretty good game, though. I think Oklahoma State has a lot to lose by losing this game. You know, they shouldn't have lost the Central Michigan. Wisconsin at Michigan.
Wisconsin.
You're going Wisconsin.
I'm going. I'm not gonna pick Michigan. I get one like heart pick, you know, and I just can't.
All right, I'm
Just
going.
can't and I won't.
I'm going Michigan in this one. They're the
I
home
think it'll be
team.
closer. Wisconsin's playing good,
Maybe.
but
Maybe.
I'm going
You know, they
Michigan.
struggled against Georgia Southern last week, but you gotta ask how much they were looking ahead to
Yeah.
with this one. But I'm still going Michigan.
Okay, thinking about struggling and looking
We had
ahead.
to disagree somewhere.
Florida
It wasn't all gonna be
at
love.
UT. Last year, you guys both picked UT, and I took Florida, and you hated me for.
And
but
rightly
I was
so,
right.
sir.
Well, I didn't. I love the Vols. I didn't want to pick Florida, but I also got the.
Y'all, do I have to pick?
Yes.
You have to pick.
You have to pick.
I'll just take a lot. I'll just take it not.
Then just take but the Vols.
Fine, of course I'll take the balls.
I'm not saying they're going to lose, but
I'm just.
I'm going with your home team again I'm going with your team again this year. I'm saying the Vols win. They got to break the streak at some point.
I
and
agree.
Plus,
And
Florida's
I
got
want
to find some offense from somewhere without Del Rio in there, as you just
gonna be
mentioned.
tough.
So it's going to be tough for
I
them.
think the
I don't
difference.
think it's
here's
that
the
tough,
here's
though.
the thing. I think the difference is going to be the quarterback. Now Dobbs has proven he can make some plays downfield here and there. Here's the deal though. Dobbs will win it with his legs and his running. And I think that's going to be the difference. They
Yeah.
have a backup quarterback. We don't. Comes down to a close game.
We do have a backup quarterback. I mean,
Tennessee
Quentin
does.
Dormady is a good. I mean,
Well, we're not
talking about-
playing with our backup.
Yeah.
Like they are.
So, all right, that's our picks for the week. Before we take off and get out
Drum
of
roll.
here for the day, the Titans win! What's that all
Can you
about?
believe that?
They come back.
Yeah.
They
It's
did.
like they got to figure out how to work two halves together.
Exactly.
Because
Baby
the
steps.
second half
Baby
of this
steps. Gotta
week,
walk for you and crawl for you can walk.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll take a better second half over.
Yeah,
terrible
right.
first half.
Exactly.
yeah. So
I'll take a complete crap
what's
first
going on
half,
there? I mean,
first half.
have they finally turned the corner?
Ooh, I don't know about that.
I don't know
That's
about
a
that.
bold
This is
statement.
a
Look, even
very
our producer's
questionable.
shaking his head.
This is a very questionable Detroit team that they beat last week. So, I mean, Detroit's better than they were last year, obviously. So, I don't really know who the Titans are yet. I don't think they found their identity.
Yeah,
quite
it wasn't
yet.
like they whooped up on them or anything. It was a very
Well, but they
close
still
game.
play in that, what's it, the AFC South,
Yes.
and it's kind of a weak division. I mean, right
It
now
is,
Texas.
but the Texans are starting to Texas starting to beat the Bears and Chiefs to start the season. So
Hard to tell in pro football who's the good team. I
Exactly,
mean, you've
yeah.
got a Brady-less team that's doing
Doing
well. A retired Peyton Manning team that's now 2-0.
Yeah.
and you brought up Houston. They got to go to New England
So,
Thursday. So
do we even know who the Titans play this next week?
yeah, they play Oakland, host Oakland this week.
And Oakland's been a surprise team.
Yeah.
So,
Oakland is 1-1 on the season. Beat New Orleans with an exciting play. I don't know if any of y'all saw that during the first week of the season. Down by a touchdown. They score late in the fourth quarter. Del Rio, the head coach over there, Jack Del Rio, decides to go for two
yeah.
and end up getting it, so they win by a point.
Wow. Nice.
Yeah.
Pretty
Sometimes,
solid.
especially on the road, sometimes you just go for that
Yeah,
win.
just go for it.
Well, guys, I think that's about all the time we have for this week. I'm glad the Titans got off the pot. Let's hope Tullahoma can this week.
I hope
all
so.
right?
Yeah.
So that'll give everybody a happy week. We appreciate you guys joining us. You can always get in touch with Zach
Al on Twitter at Zach Birdsong, no spaces in between.
or you can get in touch with Callie
Also on Twitter at NewsGal27.
You can get in touch with me on the telephone. Just call here at the Tullahoma News. My name is Joe Martin. Thanks, guys, for joining us. And any feedback is always appreciated.
Yes, it is.
Absolutely.
Thank
All
you.
right, have a good day.